Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Reddington. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Stafford. Going right back to Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. He was unable to shake through there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Blue 60. White.
Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
Touchdown! Terrence Ferguson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself,
No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A run once more with Hampton. 7 yards there and a first down. The Chargers at 4-11 on the year. But they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there on 20 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Herbert off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. The run there gets him his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Travis, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
250.
Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third down.
Extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. These two teams all tied after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stafford. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Hey, 70! 59! Hey, red!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set. Ready.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, ram.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Baylor, set. 380. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Line.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Go.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 35-yard line.
Something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the way.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Like 7. Hey, give me radar.
Now Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third down and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the give, this is Harris. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
59.
Herbert now. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Hey, Ram. Delta. Baylor Tiger. Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This is Harris on the draw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Cap it. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. 5-9. Let's go. Hey. Set.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Hey, cap.
From the 31, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. He's got him. Touchdown, LA. Trey Harris, 31 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their LA brethren. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Touchdown. Terrence Ferguson In the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Their own 19-yard line.
He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. For the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Monday. Hey! Ready, hot.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Down inside the 10. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Hey, give me radar. 59. Middle.
Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Set.
Harris will start the drive out. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
16 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway there for the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Blue 60. 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Deion Henry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
At the 43-yard line.
Black 80, black.
They hand this off to Harris. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Bailey, hey, Kappa.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Lion.
Now it's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And to find the open man, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner in a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Set. 380. Set.
A give to Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Kappa, kappa, kappa. 5-9, 5-9.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score. Chargers 24. Rams 17. Cameron Dicker to give off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
22, 20. 10, alert.
Now it's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Stafford. They'll get this complete to Whittington. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now it's Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Ready.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up. That's caught. And he is in for the two. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 35.
Herbert to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. As that throw arrived, tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
21.
Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Set. Back 80.
Herbert. Pass complete to Harris. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is Harris. Muscles him off. And he's stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Set. Hey, Ram. Wide A.
Now Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 12 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understanding where they are in the field?
Chargers first down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
Hey, Ray,
They run with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the air.